Coming up, y'all, the RWL Legends Tag Team Championships defended tonight, with the Blonde Bombers, Pat Patterson and Ray Stevens, challenging Dusty Rhodes and Magnum TA for the belts. Title match action on the way.
And here are the challengers, the legendary Pat Patterson and Ray the Crippler Stevens, the Blonde Bombers, with a huge opportunity to take away the Legends Tag Team titles from Dusty Rhodes and Magnum TA.
Dusty and Magnum will have to be on their guard just a little more than usual. Not only are the titles up for grabs, but everyone knows Patterson and Stevens aren't gonna respect the rule book here, especially with the titles within arm's reach.
And whoa man, have a look at Pat Patterson and Ray Stevens in top physical condition and primed for this Legends Tag Team title match. And here come the long reigning champions, the Legends Tag Team title holders, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes and Magnum TA, and they have been holding on to those titles with both hands for quite some time now.
They've beaten a long list of opponents for the Legends Tag titles, but this will be their first clash with Patterson and Stevens. Should be an exciting one.
Very quickly before the introductions, a programming note for our fans, viewers, and subscribers. Immediately following this edition of RWL Rage will be a late edition of RWL Snarl. Again, that will be immediately following this edition of RWL Rage.
Ooh baby, the crowd in the building tonight, sure charged, primed and ready for this Legends Tag Titles match to set it off.
And so without further ado, we turn it over to ring announcer Aria Mitchell for the introductions.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit, is for the RWL Legends Tag Team Championships. The challengers, at a combined weight of 475 pounds, the team of Ray the Crippler Stevens and Pat Patterson, the Blonde Bombers. Their opponents, at a combined weight of 535 pounds, they are the reigning RWL Legends Tag Team Champions, the American Dream Dusty Rhodes and Magnum TA.
A rousing response for the Legends Tag Team Champions Dusty Rhodes and Magnum TA, facing a serious challenge against Pat Patterson and Ray Stevens, who could very well walk out of here the new Legends Tag Team Champion.
Let's all kind of hope not.
It's going to be Pat Patterson and Dusty Rhodes starting us off in this Legends Tag title match as Willie Johnson rings the bell. Here we go. Dusty Rhodes with a kick to the midsection on Patterson. The Dream has Patterson up, but Patterson quick with the counter. Jumping neck breaker takes Dusty Rhodes down to the canvas. Patterson driving a knee into the head of the American Dream. Follows it up with a stomp, and Dusty Rhodes is on the canvas and in trouble as Pat Patterson really begins to open up here. Patterson forcing all of his weight right into the foot and against the stomach of the American Dream. Pat Patterson rounds Dusty Rhodes up, but look at this, Dusty Rhodes with a short arm clothesline that just as quickly takes Pat Patterson down. Patterson whipped to the ropes. Head-on collision with no result. Pat Patterson with a devastating right hand that just took the Dream down. Dusty Rhodes counters. Patterson counters. Dusty Rhodes in the corner. Dusty Rhodes counters. Kick to the midsection. And a knee to the head of Pat Patterson. The Dream squirts him towards their corner. Here comes Magnum TA on the tag. Again, the Legends Tag Team titles on the line here. Jawbreaker from Pat Patterson. Collar and elbow. Magnum shoving Patterson right back down again. Arm drag. Dusty Rhodes and Magnum TA, long-standing Legends Tag Team Champions, with no desire to allow Patterson and Stevens to gain access to them. Magnum TA with Patterson up into a beautiful vertical suplex. Magnum with a leg drop right on the throat of Pat Patterson. Patterson counters with an uppercut. Now Pat Patterson with a headlock punch and an overhand right, and Pat Patterson just beating a tattoo on the back of Magnum TA, taking him down to the canvas. Patterson whips Magnum to his corner. And here comes Ray the Crippler Stevens on the tag. Look at this, winding up both arms, and whoa, slams him into the turnbuckles upside down. Ray Stevens catches a kick to the midsection from Magnum TA. The Crippler, hard right hand, takes Magnum TA down to the mat. Stevens now proceeding to go to work on Magnum TA. Again, applying as much pressure as possible to the stomach of Magnum TA. Ray Stevens rounds Magnum up. Winds up that arm again. Magnum says, no you don't. Hard right hand backs Stevens off. Magnum TA catching some elbows from Ray Stevens. As Stevens moves in. Spinning neck breaker. Follows it up with a kick to the back. As Ray the Crippler Stevens starts beating a tattoo on the side of the head of Magnum TA. Stevens rounds Magnum up. Magnum with an elbow to the midsection. Tries for the belly-to-belly suplex, but Stevens turns it in on him. Hard overhand right takes Magnum down. Ray Stevens whips Magnum into his corner. Running clothesline takes Magnum down like a chopped down tree. And Magnum quickly making the hot tag to the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and here he comes. Bionic elbow right over the head of Ray Stevens. But Stevens whips Dusty to the corner. Dusty goes Olay one side. As Rhodes and Stevens start trading chops, kick to the midsection from the American Dream. The Bionic elbow fails to connect, but a knee to the midsection certainly does, and connects the second attempt with the Bionic elbow. American Dream in a Dragon Sleeper here. Ray Stevens has the Dream up, slams him down to the canvas. Dusty Rhodes delivers a jab, a hard left, whips Stevens to the ropes. But look at this, Ray Stevens with a quick reversal. Now Dusty Rhodes trying to come out of it, an elbow to the shoulder by Ray Stevens. Dusty Rhodes whipped to the corner, and again a quick evasion. Jumping Bulldog takes Ray Stevens face first down to the canvas. Dusty Rhodes countered quickly, slammed face first to the mat by Ray Stevens. And now Ray the Crippler Stevens whips Dusty Rhodes one more time into his team's corner. Dusty Rhodes again with a boot to the face, escaping the corner. Counters the Irish whip. Ray Stevens escapes the corner. Turns Dusty Rhodes around into that Dragon Sleeper again, and a hard right hand has busted open the American Dream. He is bleeding. Ray Stevens also bleeding. And this title match has definitely turned vicious. Back body drop for Ray Stevens. Quickly steps out, steps right back in. Dusty Rhodes talking trash. And here we go one more time. Swinging neckbreaker on the American Dream. And Ray Stevens might want to consider tagging in Pat Patterson at this point. He is bleeding badly. Short arm clothesline takes Ray Stevens down to the mat. Dusty Rhodes follows up with a series of stomps. A kick to the midsection. And another jumping Bulldog. And Ray Stevens is laid out center ring. The American Dream follows it up with that elbow right to the chest of Ray Stevens. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. But no. Pat Patterson just in time. Now Dusty Rhodes stalking Ray the Crippler Stevens. The jab, the Bionic elbow, and Stevens is down again. Dusty covers. 1, 2, 3, and that's all. Dusty and Magnum retaining the Legends Tag Team titles against Ray Stevens and Pat Patterson.
The time, 6 minutes and 28 seconds. Your winners, and still, your RWL Legends Tag Team Champions, Dusty Rhodes and Magnum TA.
The American Dream and Magnum retaining the RWL Legends Tag Team Championships against Game Competition and Pat Patterson and Ray Stevens.
Hey, that one turned out to be even wilder than I expected. Patterson and Stevens gave the champs some pretty close shaves as it went along, and yeah, They did come really close. Close enough to be mad about it. But Dusty nailed the crippler with the old bionic elbow, and that was all Dusty needed for the 1, 2, 3 to retain the belts. Those two could stay at the top of the heap for a real long time.
They keep performing like that, they sure will. Terrific title defense, again, by the Dream and Magnum.
Fans, there's still room on the schedule for a main event, and we've got it coming up. Joseph Von Smith versus Stefan Von Berger when we return.